Jerusalem's origins in the Bronze Age. Explore the archaeological evidence of its early settlements, highlighting the city's unique geographical significance. The rise of the Canaanites and the city's early religious importance show how the Canaanite culture shaped the city's identity and religious landscape. The arrival of the Israelites and the establishment of the Temple Mount. Before we start, we'd like to ask for your support. If you enjoy our video, please hit the like button. This will help us reach more people and create content for you. Now let's get started with today's video. Jerusalem, one of the world's oldest cities, traces its origins to the Bronze Age, circa 3000 BCE. Archaeological evidence suggests that early settlements existed on the hills surrounding present-day Jerusalem, particularly in the Ophel and City of David regions. These early settlers were likely Semitic tribes who recognized the city's strategic location and abundant natural resources. The city's placement on elevated terrain made it easily defensible, and its proximity to vital trade routes facilitated its emergence as a hub of economic and cultural exchange. The rise of the Canaanites and early religious importance. During the Middle Bronze Age, circa 2000 BCE, Jerusalem fell under the control of the Canaanites. These people established a well-fortified city, influencing its religious and social structures. The Canaanites worshipped multiple deities, and their religious practices laid the groundwork for later traditions. The city, known as Jerusalem in ancient texts, became a spiritual and political center, setting the stage for the significant developments that followed. The arrival of the Israelites and the establishment of the Temple Mount. Around 1000 BCE, King David of the Israelites conquered Jerusalem and established it as the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel. His son, King Solomon, constructed the first temple, a sacred site that became the heart of Jewish worship. The temple, built on what is now the Temple Mount, housed the Ark of the Covenant and played a central role in religious and political affairs. This era marked the beginning of Jerusalem's enduring status as a spiritual epicenter for the Jewish people. A crossroads of empires, from Greeks to Romans. The Babylonian exile and the destruction of the First Temple. In 586 BCE, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II besieged Jerusalem, destroyed the First Temple, and exiled much of the Jewish population to Babylon. This period, known as the Babylonian captivity, marked a significant turning point in Jewish history, as it led to the development of religious texts and traditions that helped sustain Jewish identity in exile. The Persian conquest and the rebuilding of the temple. In 539 BCE, the Persian Empire, under Cyrus the Great, conquered Babylon and permitted the Jewish exiles to return to Jerusalem. This led to the construction of the Second Temple around 516 BCE. Under Persian rule, Jerusalem regained its role as a religious center, though it remained a vassal state within the vast Persian Empire. The Hellenistic period and the Maccabean Revolt. Following the conquests of Alexander the Great in the 4th century BCE, Jerusalem came under Hellenistic influence. Greek culture, language, and governance spread throughout the region, often clashing with Jewish religious traditions. This conflict reached a peak under the Seleucid ruler Antiochus IV Epiphanes, who desecrated the Second Temple and imposed Greek religious practices. In response, the Maccabean Revolt, 167 to 160 BCE, led to the rededication of the temple, an event commemorated by the Jewish festival of Hanukkah. The rise and fall of kingdoms, the Roman era, the Roman conquest and the destruction of the Second Temple. By 63 BCE, the Roman general Pompey conquered Jerusalem, incorporating it into the Roman Empire. Under Roman rule, the city witnessed significant architectural developments, including the expansion of the Second Temple under King Herod. However, tensions between the Jewish population and Roman authorities led to the Jewish Revolt, 66 to 73 CE. In 70 CE, the Romans, under Titus, besieged Jerusalem and destroyed the Second Temple, a devastating event that led to widespread Jewish displacement. The Jewish diaspora and the spread of Judaism. Following the destruction of the temple, the Jewish population scattered throughout the Roman Empire, marking the beginning of the Jewish diaspora. Despite their displacement, Jewish communities preserved their religious traditions, ensuring the survival of their faith and cultural identity. The Byzantine period and the rise of Christianity. By the 4th century CE, the Roman Empire had embraced Christianity under Emperor Constantine. Jerusalem became a key center for Christian pilgrimage, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was constructed to commemorate the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The city remained a focal point for Christian worship throughout the Byzantine era. Medieval Jerusalem, a city of pilgrimage and conflict. The Islamic conquest and the construction of the Dome of the Rock. In 638 CE, Muslim forces, led by Caliph Umar, captured Jerusalem. Islamic rule introduced new religious and architectural influences, most notably the construction of the Dome of the Rock on the Temple Mount in 691 CE. This structure, built by the Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik, remains one of the most significant Islamic sites today. The Crusades and the struggle for control. During the 11th and 12th centuries, Jerusalem became a battleground between Christian and Muslim forces. The First Crusade, 1096 to 1099, resulted in the capture of Jerusalem by European Christian knights, leading to the establishment of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. However, in 1187, the Muslim leader Saladin recaptured the city, allowing Christians to continue their pilgrimages under Muslim governance. The Mamluk and Ottoman periods. Jerusalem fell under Mamluk rule in the 13th century, and later the Ottoman Empire took control in 1517. The Ottomans, under Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, fortified the city and developed its infrastructure, leaving a lasting architectural legacy, including the current walls of the Old City. Modern Jerusalem, a city of shared heritage and ongoing conflict. The British Mandate and the rise of Zionism. Following World War I, the British took control of Jerusalem under the League of Nations Mandate. During this period, Jewish immigration increased, driven by the Zionist movement, which sought to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. This period saw growing tensions between Jews and Arabs over land and political sovereignty. The 1948 Arab-Israeli War and the division of the city. In 1948, following the declaration of the State of Israel, war broke out between Israel and neighboring Arab states. Jerusalem was divided, with West Jerusalem under Israeli control and East Jerusalem, including the Old City, under Jordanian rule. The Six-Day War and the reunification of Jerusalem. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel captured East Jerusalem, reuniting the city under Israeli administration. This event marked a turning point in Jerusalem's modern history, though it also deepened tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. The ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Today, Jerusalem remains at the heart of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Both Israelis and Palestinians claim the city as their capital, leading to political and religious disputes. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video. Thank you.